Good evening, ladies. How are you doing? I'm just pulling out some stuff to kind of see where I'm going with tonight's project. Tonight's Sunday Fun Day. All right, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to see who's going to join me tonight. And tonight we're making a scrapbook page. Actually, we're going to do a full double. We're going to do a full layout, a right and a left. And I don't think I can get any higher. That's not too bad. Let's see if I bring that up. I've had to wiggle some adjustments here. All right, that's not too bad. I don't think the other light's plugged in, but we're going to plug it in. Let's get that plugged in. So that we have a little bit more light. Oh, yay, somebody's on with me. All right. Excellent. Okay. All right. Okay. So if I will be closing out this host code by, let's see, the 11th. So by the end of the week. So if you are interested, hey Patty. So if you are interested in still placing an order, this is the host code that is still live until about the 11th of the month, because in Stampin' Up world, they're only good for 30 days. So, or you lose them. So that is the host code. So I'm just going to set that aside. All right. So what we're going to do tonight is I am using Flowering Zinnia is the paper pack that I am using. Let me see if I can find it so I can show it to you, because it's so pretty. And I think I've showed it before. So you have the leaves and then the diagonal stripe and this gorgeous, beautiful, large floral. And then the other side is that orange. And then you have that. Okay, from this point, I believe everything is. Isn't this pretty? I just thought this would be pretty. You would cut it like right here in half. So now you would have, here's your bottom, and then this would be the other bottom. So let's lay it like that. So it'd be, here's your full. Isn't that gorgeous? Right? So pretty. Then you have this pretty pink, and that's the opposite side. Then you have that with this. Oh, this is just so pretty. And this, I could see a little bit of like clear shimmer brush on top of that. I don't know if the camera's even, oh yeah, the camera's picking that up. But I think shimmer brush on top of that would be just simply gorgeous. And this is that leafy. And then you have the stripe. And then a little bit more of the floral, which is just, it's such a pretty paper pack. Now this is in the online exclusive section only. So it's so pretty. All right. So what we're going to do is on this side, I've cut my pieces, but I'm not 100% sure on where I'm going with this. So we're going to kind of wing it. So I'm not going to glue anything down per se yet, because I brought in some stenciling I kind of think I want to do. So I have a piece that is 1.5 by 12, and that is the leaf pattern. I think I want it going this way, so it looks like my stem is right there. So I'm kind of leaning towards that being there. And then we have this real pretty floral, which is 2.5 by 12. And then I'm going to have setting right next to this. Okay, and then I have a piece of pink, which is 1 1/4 by 6. And this I am going to dovetail. So we might as well just dovetail that right now while we're thinking. Hey, Lori, how you doing? Okay, so I'm going to cut, I cut in the center, and I'm going to cut from the one side up to the center. And now, from what I've been watching others do to get like perfect, is they flip this over and then they cut from the other side up to that center mark. Well, isn't that smooth? Oh, yeah. All right, that kind of worked. Okay, and I'm going to kind of put that, I'm thinking up there, and then this would be for my photos. So that is 6.5 by 8.5. So that's kind of where I'm leaning right now. And then the photos I was thinking about using was going to be this and this. That's what I was thinking so far. Now, that's a lot of white space, and that I'm definitely not digging. So I went through my stash and I found a polka dot stencil, and I was thinking, what if we pulled in a little bit of honey butter and did just a little bit of stenciling? Okay, so that's just what I'm thinking. So I was thinking up here, I'm just going to tap off a little on a piece of scrap. I'm just going to wiggle that down. I probably should have done that before. And I don't want a lot. Let's see. Let's just see. Oh, see, I think I kind of like that because that kind of breaks up a little bit of the white. And then I'm thinking I want to bring it down here also. So I'm going to move that up. Okay, and going to do that. Okay, so let's see how we're looking so far. So I'm going to put that kind of back here. I'm going to put this here, sort of like that. Okay, this I'm liking. I think we need a little bit maybe up there, maybe not. I'm going to hold on that, and I'm just going to set this aside. I'm going to wiggle this to the left a little so we can wiggle in that side. Okay, so let me bring this in. Let me move my pictures out of my way. All right, so now for our right hand side, we have a 10 by 10 square in raspberry, which I could take that off. We're going to have our floral, which is at 9.5 by 9.5. And then I have another piece of the green, which is 6.5 by 8 3/4, which is going to house my photos again. So now we want to bring in a little bit of that stenciling to this side. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to bring that down. And I'm going to do up here. And I know I'm bringing it down a lot lower, but it's okay. Oh yeah, see that I like. Okay, and let's do this. I'm going to do the bottom right hand corner. Let me just shimmy my paper over so that you can see. Yep, right there. Okay, that looks good. I like that. Just a second. I'm responding to my husband who's texting me feverishly right now. Okay, so let's bring those right there. So this is what I'm thinking so far. And I think yep, I still had that sticky note under there. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna do that. That's gonna go there. Now we have to put our photos here. Now I have more photos than what I need. This, I think we're going to die cut this, and this almost might be my title. So I'm gonna hold off on that. And this, I am leaning towards putting my photos like that. Something like this. And this. All right, let's see. Because I have more photos than what I need, but it's okay. So what if we put those in the middle? This could go like that, and that could go like that. Okay. Keeping those greens like that, and then maybe this we could cut into a circle. Okay, so that I'm thinking like that. Okay, so far I'm liking. What are we thinking here, ladies? What are we thinking so far? Okay, so while you're thinking, I need to get some circles, I think. And while I do that, I kind of went through my stash of stuff. So like I pulled out some purple. I thought, ooh, can you see that? No, you can't. Let me just bring that this way. See, I thought that purple, this purple was pretty darn close to that purple. So I thought, oh, that would look lovely here. Just to kind of anchor that. And then I found some leaves. And then I found a real pretty, the same pink. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, but I found some things. See, and then I found this cute little, oh, see, now that could go up there, kind of cute. And I got some tags and another circle to pull in, another circle, and then a piece of glitter. So I don't know what I'm doing with all of these yet, but let's just see where we go. Let's see right where we go with this. Okay, so first off, we have this. So maybe, let's see, would that, oh, now look at that. That would fit beautifully right there, and that could be my title for up here. And I'm liking that. I like that. So let's do that. So I'm going to glue that on next. It's looking good. Okay, excellent. See? Really no big plan here. All I planned was my paper. That's as far as I had planned. Paper and pictures. And I had printed some photos, like my Easter pictures and the eclipse pictures I printed. Cannot find them. They are somewhere in my scrap area, but I have no clue where. And I know you're saying, hey, Holly, that's a little crooked. I know Schwartz is the best. It truly, truly is. And this year, I got there so late. We had a wedding out of town Memorial Day weekend. So I was still shopping like after it. And typically I'm shopping before it, if not during that weekend. But like I was saying, I know you're thinking, that's a little crooked, but once I cut around, I'll be straight. So I'm going to grab my trimmer so that we can get that all cleaned up. Yeah, Schwartz is definitely like the bomb diggity. I'm not going to get super close because then I will finish trimming it up with my scissors, because I'm still not 100%. Yep, I knew I was getting a little too close on that. Not 100% sure where the blade is hitting on this new trimmer. So I'd rather be off a hair and then just trim it up with scissors. Okay. I was ready to say, I've lost my scissors, which is quite the typical thing for me, as I tend to do when I am crafting. I place my scissors on my table and then all of a sudden they get lost underneath a bazillion different things on my table. Or as I'm crafting, I get stuck like in a little 6x6 spot because I get overwhelmed with so many things. See, now it's straight. Oh, see, I like that as my title. I think that's a unique title, using my photo. I like that. Okay, that works for me. All right, I'm going to bring this down just a hair, bringing that up just a hair, but I think we need something behind it. Let's see how this would look behind. Let's see how all of that would look behind that as my title. Oh, yeah, I'm kind of liking that. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. I'm totally digging life with that. That little bit of glitter, and I think I should probably bring a little bit of that stenciling right up here, just a little bit of that. All right, let me grab the stencil and the honey butter ink. Okay, stencil, honey butter ink. Okay, let's wiggle that out of our way. I'm just going to put just a little over here. Yeah, I think that's going to work just fine. And now let's try that. Yep, that I'm liking. I like that a lot. Okay, so let's adhere down my photos, because that's a done deal. My photos are perfect. Since I've been printing my photos at home, what I've noticed is I'm not printing like every single photo. I'm actually been just printing what I think I'm actually going to put on a page, which has actually reduced my printing, which is fantastic. All right, I'm gonna wiggle our right hand side off because I'm a little crooked here. Okay. Yes, this I'm liking. So I am ready. I can glue down a few things. So I'm going to glue down our leafy piece. Or do we like that? Let's see. All right. Do we like the stripes or do we like the leaf? What do we think? Stripes or leaf? Because really, I am not opposed to the stripe. And I wasn't opposed to the leaf either. I was pulling the leaf in because I have these leaves on the right-hand side. Which, by the way, those are called, nuts. Something Jenny. Creeping Jenny. And this is what I planted this year in almost all my containers. Stripe. Patty says stripe. Lori says stripe. All right, we're going with stripes, girls. Let's go with stripes. Okay, so we're going to go with stripes. So I am going to put my adhesive on the leafy side. Okay, and I'm going to line that up right along my bottom and the edge, the far left edge. So it is completely flush. Excellent. Okay, and now we're going to do the zinnia. Okay, let's put our zinnia, and that's going to get right next to it. It's going to butt right up to it. Let's put it right there. Perfect. Okay, I think I have a little bit of purple spray on my table. I think I'm going to add just a little, not a lot. The flowers match your... Oh, they do kind of match my shirt. Yeah. Okay, what I did was I shook it, and I'm just going to add just a couple of dabs. Just like a couple of splatters. I'm going to put a couple down here. Okay, let's put a couple. And I want a couple up at the top. Okay, there we go. All right, we're going to let that dry for a second. I'm going to grab a tissue because, of course, I have a little overspray. Just a little, and I don't want it on everything else. So let's clean that up before we get it on everything else. There we go. Okay. So just that little bit of purple is going to be just enough, I think. I like that. All right, and we need to trim this top off up here. Okay, let me trim here. Excellent. Okay, let's do our photos next. Yes, right there. And I'm going to put my adhesive on over here at the other side. Just in case it's still a little damp. I mean, it dries pretty quick. Okay, so I'm going to be like 2 1/4 inches from the bottom. And I'm going to be about 2 inches from the left. There we go. That's good. Now I'm wondering if I should have brought it down just a hair bit more, and I should have. All right. Beauty is it hasn't stuck down very well yet. So let's bring it down a bit more. All right, I'm going to bring it down to 2 inches. There we go. So I'm going to be 2 inches from the left and 2 inches from the bottom. I think that's better. Yeah, much, much better. Okay, just so that that glitter piece, because I think that's going to help our title pop a little bit. Yeah, that I'm liking. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so all right, I'm going to actually let's keep our pink piece on first. I'm going to put it right where I want it on that white. And then I'm going to adhere my photo. And if my head gets in the way, I'm sorry. All right, I'm going to get that positioned. Okay, now this I'm going to put some liquid adhesive here in the center. Well, helps if I take the pin out. Let's take that pin out. Only because the liquid will actually adhere better to the glitter than my tape runner. My tape runner really will not adhere very well to the glitter piece. Okay, so let's put that right where I had it. And I'm going to reposition that. Okay, now I need to glue all of that. And I should have been a little more patient, and I wasn't. There we go. I wasn't being very patient, so I'm going to grab a block, and I'm just going to set the block on top because it will just hold it down for me. Okay, so far I'm liking this. Let's add a little bit more embellishment. All right, so we had purple up here. We need to bring a little purple down here. So I'm thinking let's do a little purple here. Yep, liking that. I'm gonna put purple here. And I got these cute little greens. Let's add maybe some of these, maybe, to that cluster, which will then add another layer of color for us. And you know what? I think I'm going to pull in that zinnia paper, and I'm going to fussy cut a zinnia. And I think I want a purple. No, maybe not. Maybe one of these lighter pinks. Let's do a lighter pink one. Yep, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do this lighter pink one right here. And I'm just going to fussy cut that real quick. And it doesn't take that long. And then I pulled some embellishments that are purples and pinks, just to kind of, you know, jazz it up a little bit more. But we'll wait till the very, very end to add those after we do our right-hand side to see what we need to add. Okay, and we'll just do right here in this center part of the leaf. Perfect. All right. And I think we kind of almost tuck that too, which will then help hide that the leaf itself isn't fully, you know, that the leaf is kind of, it's not broken, it's just not a full leaf. And I think I like that. I like that a lot. All right, let's grab our liquid glue, and I'm going to start by using, you know what, I'm going to trim this. I don't think we need all of it. I'm going to clip that. We're going to just use a little bit of this one. All right, let's add that one there. On this one, we don't need all of it also, so I'm going to trim it right there. And we're going to tuck that right here. Perfect. And then we're going to put a little adhesive on this. And we're going to tuck that. I want a little bit of that leaf over there shining through. Just like that. Voila. That is our left-hand side. And I really like that. That turned out really good. Okay, so I'm going to move the left-hand side off just so that we can work on our right-hand side. And that you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So let me move some of these things out of my way. Okay, so let's start by adhering some things down. Okay, now, I guess I don't need the word smoothie on that. That must have been somewhere in with old cardstock. Now, had this been a color, let's say Close to My Heart was remaining open and I knew this color would be remaining as well, I would definitely be gutting this. But since they are not, I am not going to worry about raspberry because I believe I have 2 more full packs and I'm okay. So, in other words, what I would have done is I would have then made, like, cut a part of that out. But I'm okay. So, I knew I was getting close. Okay, let's get a new tape runner rolling. There we go. Okay, let's get our flowers, our zinnias on. So that raspberry piece has a 1-inch border all the way around. And now my zinnia is going to be at 1/4 of an inch in all the way around. Oops, and you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to put our purple on. All right. Okay. All right, we're not going to panic. We can do this. We can do this. I am going to pull in my scraps. This is why I keep scraps around. And we're going to add a little bit. Purple spray. Oh, I just saw your message, Patty. The looks a tad crooked. I think because my paper isn't, the white was not on straight. All right, so I'm just going to put a few here. All right, and now what I'll do is I'm going to bring that down here. And we're going to put some down here. Okay. See? Purple spray. You guys are always looking out for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I always keep scrap papers around. So we're not too far off. Shoozy. Fusey, fusey, fusey. Shoo. All right, let's see. Am I crooked? I possibly could be. I'm not. No. I don't believe I am. I think I'm okay. I believe I'm okay. All right, let's put our limeade on next, which is the green. And that is going to be, I'm not going to center it. I'm actually going to bring it down just a touch because I want to do my next embellishment cluster up here. Okay, so let's do our photos. So we were thinking the leafy ones there, and then these would go here like that. All right, so we'll start with one to put on first. That is our new patio furniture that Matt won at a dinner, at the Education Foundation dinner for Woodhaven, on a $5 raffle. And then he messaged, because I was at home with a massive migraine, and he's like, we won a patio furniture set, so you better figure out where you want it. And trust me, I knew exactly where I wanted it. And then I went and bought the rug. Actually, I ordered it off of Amazon. Because, you know, Amazon has everything. All right, so we had used that purple, so I want to pull that purple up here too. So I'm going to do purple. And I think I'm also going to do this white scallop, just to keep it a little light. Actually, maybe I want to use that yellow. Let's see how that yellow would look. All right, well, we for sure know we want to use the purple. So I'm going to put that there. Now, do we like the yellow? Let me move my hand. Do we like the yellow? Or the white? Because then I would be bringing in those leaves again. And probably another zinnia. And this time I would look for one that's slightly better to cut. And maybe one that I could like overlay into here more, like this one, or maybe this one. I'm thinking that one, right? There, I like that one. I like its leaves. So do we like the white with the purple, or do we like the yellow with the purple? Yellow, yellow, okay. Now, I can cut that yellow in half, or I could overlay, oh, take a peek at that, overlapping that, which then we would do this, and then once I have this fussy cut, this could then, something like so. What do we think of that? I think I like the yellow overlapping that purple. overlap or not overlapped? And while you're deciding that, I will start the fussy cut process of this. And I'm trying to keep a close, light white border. Overlap is what Lori's thinking, okay? That's what I think, overlapping it, because it's giving us a little more color up there. And I don't think I have another yellow one to put on our left-hand side, because usually you try to do what you do to one side, you tend to do to the other, but I think it's okay. That's just a design element philosophy, but we're okay, right? Okay, so we're almost done with this. Oh yeah, see? Look how cute that is. That's a cute flower. Okay, so this I can just do regular adhesive. All right, and I'm just going to tuck that under like that. This, I think I'm going to use the full thing. Okay. And bring that so it's coming out. And then I'm going to do that nice dark leaf. I'm going to tuck that under here. Let that overlap a little. Oh my goodness. That looks so pretty. Oh, absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. Okay, so now let's just add some gems, which I am actually thinking I want the purple. Like this middle purple here. And I don't know, let's see what's on this one. I don't think this is enough of a contrast. Like this is purple, but it's a very, very light purple, where this is that nice darker purple. So do we think the darker purple or the shimmery light purple? Because the pink is definitely the wrong colors. Dark. Yep, that's what I was thinking too. Okay, so let's do some dark. And I was thinking, let's go with, I think I'm going to go with the circles. All right, let's do, all right, I'm going to go with a nice big one here. Then I'm going to go with a medium over here, and then a small. All right, let's go with the other way. Right there. Okay, And now let's bring our other page back in. And we're going to add a little bit there. There they are. I'm like, I just lost them. All right, we're going to do a large over here. And then I think I'll do a medium. Nope. No. That's like too matchy-matchy. I think I'm going to bring the medium up. I'm going to put it there. And I think I want the little down here. No, maybe I want the little up here. I have not gotten the hang of this tool yet. There we go. That I like. One there. All right. So, not that it's going to be the world's best shot here, ladies, but I think that looks pretty darn good. All I have left to do is a little bit of journaling, and I can just kind of put that like here. That looks pretty good. I kind of like that. And now I have this year all done. This year's flower shopping is done. All right. Well, I hope you have a super evening, rest of your Sunday, and look forward to seeing what you create with this week's Sunday Fun Day sketch and measurements. And look forward to seeing you again next Sunday for another Sunday Fun Day. And if there's something specific you would like to learn how to do, make sure you put that in the comments so that I can work on designing something fun for us for next week. Alrighty, with that, have a great evening and see you next Sunday. Bye.